Let's do some roots and radical expressions. Now, we say the nth root a lot, but let's just really define what it is. If a to the n is equal to b, and a and b are both real, and n is positive, then a is the nth root of b. When n is odd, then there's going to only be one real nth root. And this number b can be negative. The nth root of 0 is 0, so that's just sort of a defined gimme. When n is even and b is positive, there are going to be two nth roots. The positive root we're going to call the principal root, and the negative root we're just going to represent with a negative sign out front. So you're going to have two roots. If b is negative, you're going to have no real roots of b. So let's look at this. If for any number the nth root of a to the n is just a when n is odd, and it's defined to be the absolute value of a when n is even. So you want to pay attention to this because this is going to get you. So what are the real cubed roots of these three numbers? The cubed root is odd, so I don't have to worry about the plus or minus. So the cubed root of 0.008, well, I know 0.2 cubed is 0.008. So the cubed root of 0.008 is 0.2. What about the cubed root of negative 1,000? Well, this is the same thing as the cubed root of negative 10 cubed. So it's negative 10. The cubed root of 1 over 27. Well, I know 1 over 27 is 1/3 cubed. So the cubed root of 1 over 27 is just 1/3. What about fourth roots? Well, the fourth root of 1 is, now here we're going to have the plus or minus 1, because 1 to the fourth is 1. Now, we cannot take the fourth root of any negative number. So this one does not exist. It's not real. What about the fourth root of 16 over 81? Well, this is the fourth root of 2 divided by 3 to the fourth. So this is plus or minus 2/3. You should be getting the idea by now. Let's look at this one right here. What is the square root of negative 2 squared? Well, this is going to be the square root of, well, negative 2 squared is 4. So this is 2. I'm just taking the principal root here. What about the square root of 16 x to the 8th? I'm going to rewrite this as the square root of 4 squared x to the 4th squared. So when I take the square root of 4 squared, I'm going to get 4, and this I'm going to get x to the 4th. Now, let me rewrite this one as the cubed root of a cubed times a cubed times b cubed, b cubed, b cubed. All I'm doing is writing it out into its cubes. So when I take the cubed root of a cubed, I'm going to get a. When I take the cubed root of a cubed, I'm going to get a. When I take the cubed root of b cubed, I'm going to get b. Cubed root of b cubed, b. And one more b. So this is a squared b cubed. We're going to see some other ways to do these, which will make this a more straightforward process later. Now, what about when I have something like this? This is, let's see, the fourth root of, now I'm going to write x to the 8th as x squared to the 4th, and y to the 12th as y cubed to the 4th. So for this one, when I take the square root of the fourth root of x squared to the 4th, I'm just going to be left with x squared. Now I don't have to worry about absolute values or anything because x squared is always positive. But let's look at this y cubed to the 4th. What am I left with? I'm left with y cubed. Now, I'm going to want absolute values on here because y cubed could be negative, and I want the positive root.